What's up everybody, how's it going, and welcome to the Minute Channel. So this is day one of E3 coverage here. Today we're going to be talking about pretty much everything that happened, the highlights, the best reveals, the worst reveals, and just overall E3, talking about the summary. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. And honestly, E3 this year so far doesn't seem to be that big, and there's obviously a couple different reasons. One major one being COVID obviously kind of messed up everybody's deal. I'm sure there's a lot of games that have just been delayed for next year, so E3 this year is just kind of reflecting that overall, I think. So we start with Ubisoft Forward, which started earlier today. I did stream this one, but some of my personal highlights, some of the things that I actually quite enjoy to look at, or the bigger things, obviously. We have Rainbow Six Extraction, which is a new, I guess, spin-off Rainbow Six game. This one, you fight against aliens that look like Resident Evil 7 mold characters. I don't know, it's just, it looked really average to me. I've seen a lot of people express their discontent, or that they actually didn't enjoy this one. So if you like it, good. If you didn't like it, well, I agree with you there. It wasn't a super cool reveal or anything like that. He actually spent quite a bit of time on this one, what's kind of annoying actually. So the next one that they talked about was Riders Republic. Nothing important about it. They had a new DLC announced for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and really just fast forwarding all the stuff. The bigger thing to me was going to be the last three games that they revealed back to back. That's going to be Far Cry 6. We have pretty much they showed the entire cinematic. They showed a little bit more about the story with Anton Castillo. Then we had the big reveal for Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Unfortunately, this one was actually leaked a couple hours before the event, so we actually knew about this one. But of course, the gameplay looks pretty good. The cinematic looks pretty fun. Honestly, the first game was actually pretty good, so I like the game so far. So I feel like this is gonna be pretty cool, and I enjoyed what I saw from that, and I enjoyed the first one, so I'm interested in that. The last one, however, that was, I think a lot of people, it took by surprise. I personally wasn't into the Avatar world, but they did reveal Avatar from Tears of Pandora. It just kind of looks like Avatar stuff. I honestly never liked the movie, so there was like no hype whatsoever for me. This one was also more of a cinematic trailer. It wasn't anything you said like gameplay and a bunch of different stuff. Because when it comes to the other stuff, Mario Rabbids and some of the other stuff, you really do see a lot of gameplay here. But with Avatar, which was pretty much just a cinematic trailer, just kind of saying, look, we can also do the same thing the movie did, graphical wise and everything. Nothing really that just stood out to me or anything like that. Then the next one in the list here of stuff that happened in E3 was Devolver Digital. I'm sorry, before we move forward, Ubisoft E3 conference, I'm gonna give it a 2.5 stars. I thought it was, for the most part, pretty just boring. It was an hour long. I'll be honest, this could have been cut easily to 30 minutes or even 20, but they had a ton of garbage. They had things like the guitar, I don't know, this guitar teaching method that they spent an awful amount of time on. They had the Just Dance games that also they had an awful amount of time just kind of going over. They had just a bunch of padding. They had the developers just talk for a bunch of time as well. Personally, I just thought it was kind of boring. Really, if they had just left everything out and maybe just have trailers, this could have been a much better reveal. More like Nintendo Direct kind of thing, where they just literally dump a bunch of trailers and like, all right, bye, see you guys next year or whatever. That could have been a lot better, but they really put a lot of their time just into really trashy things that didn't really matter. So 2.5 stars. Moving to the next one, Devolver Digital. Honestly, these guys do mostly like what I will say indie projects and everything. Nothing that attracts me whatsoever. The highlights in this one's gonna be Shadow Warrior and Trek to Yomi. I'm not into any of this stuff. I thought it was pretty okay. Devolver Digital, what they do is they always like to be funny. There's like a comedic style to the presentations and everything. This one was okay, just like the previous years. I personally don't really like too much of them. And the last one is gonna be the Gearbox E3 conference. This one I'm just gonna give it a 1 out of 5. It was extremely boring. Nothing really happened. The funny thing about this one is E3 Gearbox should have not happened, because the big reveal, which was Tiny Tina's Wonderland, was already revealed previously at the Summer Game Fest. That means that the reveal of additional gameplay and everything in this one didn't really make any sense. This one is honestly the worst E3 conference for Gearbox. Didn't make any sense. It didn't justify even existing. So if you didn't watch the Gearbox presentation, I don't blame you. You missed absolutely nothing on this one. So 1 out of 5, definitely should have not even been there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this, guys. This is pretty much it for this presentation so far. I'll give you tomorrow. I'll be streaming a lot of them, and I'll be giving you a summary at the end of the day, just like today. Please subscribe, like the video if you can, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.